Welcome back to Disc and Balls Golf Channel. Today we have some excitement. We're testing out the Captain's Raptor. Now, originally I had a different video planned. That's actually dropping Tuesday, which by now you've already seen, hopefully. If not, I'll put a link. Basically trying to find a Firebird replacement, something very overstable, fights through the wind out here in Corpus, and basically doesn't turn over ever, and then gives me a nice reliable flex on some of the other shots. So I'm more focused on the forehand, but I will throw some backhand. It's about 260 to that pole out there with the lights, and we got a headwind that's maybe 12 miles per hour, something like that, enough that a disc can turn over in it. So we got the actual machete, which in my last video I was very intrigued. Since then it's been in my bag for a little while, even though the video is dropping, whatever, anyway. Been really happy with it. It's maybe a touch on the beefy side. Not a bad thing, but I'm really curious if the Captain's Raptor is closer to a very stable Firebird, maybe a touch less stable than the machete. Machete's been great, but I'm always looking for just that little tiny bit difference. So we're gonna give it a go. So from here it's about 252. Between this pole and that one is about 210. In a headwind, this might stay flat long enough to get to it. We'll see. I'm gonna crank on it, and then I think what I'll do is I'll throw over there and then throw back and double the amount of footage I can record at the same time instead of running all the way out, running all the way back. Let's go with the Captain's Raptor first. Good feel. I like the plastic. I think if I try and release it flat, it should fight out early, judging by the feel. But let's give it a go. Oh yeah, well, not even close to the catch cam, but it's definitely beefier than a normal Raptor, which so I didn't like the Raptor. It wasn't stable enough in the wind. That actually seemed good. It held straight a lot longer than I expected. Okay, we'll try the machete. This one I know I can ante a little bit, because otherwise it's gonna hyzer out way early. Oh, it still came out early. Robert, what are you doing? Let's go get those. So those only flew about 220. Pretty weak. Let's try a backhand rip. Give it a little ante and let it flex back to the other camera. Should stable up quick in this tailwind. Yeah, there it is. Woo. So quick. Let's try the Raptor. Yeah, definitely held over a touch longer, but I like it. Fights out well. Alright, so my first forehands were basically trash and not useful for determining anything. So let's try again. Held that ante side kind of longer than I expected. It's not terrible. It's not great. Try the machete. Fought more readily for sure. So the machete was pretty much right on target. That's like a tap in just about. Raptor's a little straighter on the ante angle, didn't fight out as quick. Downwind though, I bet we could probably get some distance. It should fight out pretty quick. I think it'll fight out before the pole and get to the camera side. So we'll give it a go. You know what? We'll do machete first. That's pretty long. Probably not even in camera. Kept it in frame for like none of the useful amount of flight. But I think forehand I can keep this probably fairly straight until the end. Okay, downwind. I liked. That's good. That's good. So backhand into a headwind does come up sometimes. Probably about 220, 240 where there's not a forehand line. The deflector just doesn't quite get there. Wants to bail out early, even in the wind. Bail out early as in dumps a little earlier. It's a slower disc, big beefy edge. Doesn't glide as far. So we'll try backhand. Start it on the right side, headed toward the pole, and see which one is more cooperative. Oh, it's so strong. 190, 180. That's not amazing. This is probably closer to what a Firebird would do. I would say. Oh, I kind of cranked that nose out, but yeah, that's much more reasonable. Nose up flight, but like that's closer to a Firebird for sure, which I'm liking. If you watch my video from Tuesday, that's I liked the machete. I wasn't sold. Kind of feel the same way about the Captain's Raptor right now. So those actually both kind of traveled about the same distance, with the machete going much farther left. I have no idea. I feel good about downwind. Upwind is the stuff I really want to test, so let's try a thumber. I liked thumbers with the Firebird, just up to the right, down to the left. Reliable. I haven't really thrown a machete thumber, so let's try them both and see what I think. Kind of like that. See what the machete does. If I can hold on to it. The Raptor does feel better for thumbers. This is kind of a thinner edge, I feel like. I have to like the specs, but whatever. Woo, felt that one on my thumb. The machete likes to hold on its edge. It just kind of rolled out. So both of those thumbers only went about 225 or so. Pretty close to my line. I didn't aim it far enough left. That's fine. We're going to give one last throw forehand. Full rip. Just absolutely zero shits given about form. We're just going to crank them out there. See if any wobble over. And yeah. Big anti-flex. Traveled a little farther left than I wanted. I did give it an anti, but I wanted to fight a little more readily, even in a headwind. Machete, full thin. Oh, kind of slipped. Might have to do one more throw. I'm going to try not to step in one of these divots here. And give it another go. Let's go with the machete first. And what was that? Great line though. Okay. Captain's Raptor. Try and throw it clean and as hard as I can. Also nose up. Held straight. Fought out nicely though. Not shabby. Not shabby, huh? Might have to release them flat, but whatever. Okay, so final thoughts. Captain's Raptor, absolutely more stable than the traditional Raptor, Big Z. Have I thrown an ESP? I don't know, more stable than the Big Z for sure. Not as overstable as the machete, which, you know, could be good, could be bad, personal preference really. But currently I would say that the Captain's Raptor I would trust more than any of my Firebirds at the moment. The video from Tuesday, some of them turned, the champions were weak. They like turned over really easily, and that wasn't even like a big headwind. This one did not really turn over. It stayed over when I antied it, but it held flat, finished out. That's what I'm looking for in this slot for my bag. So pretty fantastic in that regard. I don't know if it'll kick out the machete. It's probably going to take some actual course play to figure that out. I keep saying that, but it's true. Like it's the best way to really figure out if it fits a particular flight that you're looking for. But yeah, I'm super happy with it. It's exactly what it says. More overstable than the traditional Raptor. So someone looking for that slot but not quite getting there didn't want to go with a machete because it's too much beef. This is probably right in the fucking zone. So, whoops, cast. But yeah, great disc. Might find a way into the bag. I don't know what else to say. As always, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the course.